All set. Gates open. And they fired away. Bit of an untidy start. Solace seemed to jump outwards and now races at the back of the field as a result. Back to Black was out nicely. Tight 5 right alongside for the early lead. Tight 5 just shades a narrow advantage. Back to Black races in second. Then comes Bartholdi in third. The 8th Lord, the all red colours, races away in fourth. Solace now improves. Namib Desert is one from last. And Purple Panther is the trailer. They've sorted themselves out into some sort of order. 6 lanes cover the field as they make their way to the 1,000 metres mark. And the leader is Tight 5 and got it by just over 1 length. Bartholdi races at the outside of Back to Black for second. Then comes Solace, improved to race away in fourth. Namib Desert and the 8th Lord travel together. Purple Panther happy to race at the back of the field as they went to the 800 metres mark, and still no more than 6 lanes cover the field as they come into the dog leg, and the leader is Tight 5, shows the way of a Bartholdi who's well poised in second. So too is Back to Black against the rail in third. Then comes Namib Desert, that's in the purple with the white seam. Solace is at that one's outside. The 8th Lord is going towards the shortest route home. The back mark is still Purple Panther, equal playing field at the top of the straight. They approach the 400 metres mark and Tight 5 in front. Bartholdi races away in second, then towards the inside Back to Black. After them Solace, the 8th Lord, Namib Desert, and Purple Panther tries to make headway from the back of the field. 300 metres out, Bartholdi hit the front and starts to extend away from Tight 5. Purple Panther towards the outside. Namib Desert, they further back, but it's Bartholdi holding a length and a half advantage. Namib Desert is second, but Bartholdi going to win. Namib Desert was second. Third went the way of Tight 5, and then came Purple Panther. Yeah, nice horse, Bartholdi, son of Active War. Stallion that's certainly doing the job. War of Athena being the first name that comes to mind, but there are a lot of others that seem well above average. And Bartholdi under Samango Kamalo for Gary Alexander, bred by the Summerhill stud, owned by Joe Garner, Roger Coppin, Bruce Garner, Mr. Miller, and Gary Alexander Racing Stables, as well as the Summerhill Syndicate nominee Mickey Goss. Bartholdi wins, and he won it by a length and a half. Second, number 5, Namib Desert, then came Tight 5, and third, they were ahead of Purple Panther, Back to Black, the 8th Lord, and Solace. That's the story here. Race number 2, Bartholdi was always neatly placed. He's a half-brother to Bohika, who's a well-performed horse from the Yazzie stable. And Bartholdi in the black and green went past Tight 5 with a minimum of fuss. Namib Desert chased late. Purple Panther also not disgraced, doing its best work at the end. But also, I think, is above average in the form of Bartholdi, wins race number 2. Place accumulator gets underway in the third race. We should be on an even playing field with regard to times by 25 past 1.
Number 2, Bartholdi, as mentioned, very strong form, and he's come through and acted on that, excuse the pun. Samango Kamalo, Gary Alexander, well into the owners. I think they've got a good one on their hands, and nicely bred by Summerhill. Beats number 5, Namib Desert. He will improve with each and every race. Third to the 4, Tight 5, not disgraced in that third spot. And back and forth was number 3, Purple Panther. Race number 2, 2, 5, 4, and 3. Samangs, yeah, you had this horse perfectly placed. When you pressed the button, he moved forward nicely.
Yes, Mr. Cooper is a very nice horse, and obviously I just remembered when I sat on him the first time, and I did give Mr. Alexander quite a nice feedback, and obviously his first run was very good, and running behind Pelzu Park, and that horse hasn't disappointed yet, and he won his second start, and obviously he's progressing, and I felt that over distance, he'll be very hard to beat because he's got such a beautiful natural action, and you're there and you're using it, he's still going to give you a kick. And obviously Mr. Alexander said today, good draw, but we're going to leave everything to you. And I trotted him, gave him a nice warm up. He was moving beautiful, and I said to myself, I had to get out and be there. And he came out beautiful. I thought, okay, fine, there's a leader, we follow them. And I think at about the 700, this was started to actually feel like he wants to start to get going. And I just kept him together. Once Lal pressed the button, I thought to myself, let me wait a little bit, let me just play with him. But once I got stuck into him, he felt like he jumped at the 200, and he gave me quite a very nice feel, and he won quite a nice race. Big thanks to all the connection. Big thanks also to the gardener, and obviously Boyka and they are related somehow, and they have a soft spot for Boyka, and I told them this guy also is somewhere there, so I just hope the best for them with this horse. And to Mr. Alexandra, thanks for the support, and also to my sponsors, Bartholdi and the Vehobos Drift, well done to them, and to the guys that does our hard work behind the scenes, well done to them too.
Smugs, just briefly here, Phoenix, F Squadron, Travelling Wilbury, Fitzwilliam, competitive rides coming up?
First William, I think is my next best, and obviously Phoenix, she has to still prove herself, and F Squadron, I think it's a little bit of a tough field, but he's a nice sound horse. I think he inside track he'll suit him.
Thank you very much, Smugs.
Thank you.
Well done. Dean stepping in here. Dean, we were chatting. I see you were having a nice good look at those trophies. You have to have a horse in the race to win one of those trophies.
No, I was just looking past wins, that's all.
But well done. I mean, this horse is just really improving very nicely.
Oh, he's still a bit immature, a bit of a baby, but he's a lovely horse. And I think there's going to be lots to come from him.
I mean, it's the form lines are working out quite nicely. I think you might have one or two decent ones behind you here as well. So an exciting horse for the owners.
Yeah, he is an exciting horse, Lyle. He's got a beautiful action. I mean, at work and that he just floats, and I think that's his biggest asset, So as he strengthens up more when he gets a bit stronger, I think he's going to be a nice horse for the features going forward.
Lovely. Please may I ask you about the Sands in race number 5?
No, he's going to need the run.
Need the run this afternoon.
He's barely out in the weight. It's a race we're using just to get him going again.
So you can have a nice lunch upstairs and watch the horse run.
Yeah, lunch. Thanks, Ella. Have a good
Well
day.
done, Dean.
Thanks,
Thank you, Gary and Dean. Well done to them. Bartholdi, well done to the owners. Summerhill, as I've mentioned. Samaga Kamala, 2, 5, 4 and 3. Pretty much a form result here in race number 2. PA comes up next in the 3rd.